Recording has begun. We're back. I never left. More RimWorld Biotech. But yeah, the Dwarf run is going well today. We are working on getting ourselves up to the royalty ranks of, well, royalty rank of countess, so that we can do the royal ending. And we have these crazy mech clusters over here with 5 apocrytons and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, we got that going on, but we're just going to ignore this and hopefully an enemy comes in and takes care of some of that for us. We're waiting on the royal collector, and I'm kind of worried that the collector is going to come in this way. So if the next set of raids that are about to happen doesn't end up being something that helps us with this, then I'm just going to pull this and fight it so that we have a path for the collector to come up through. So he asked if I could buy, you could buy a custom command for it depends. Could see it's very wise. Would have been so awful. Oh yeah, the sound alert one. Yeah, I stopped adding more sound commands. So, but you could do a counter like the exclamation fix it. Type exclamation fix it. That's a custom command that someone bought with channel points. Maybe you can put a bed next to them. It doesn't work anymore. They fixed it. For anyone that doesn't know, this was fixed in 1.4. I'll show you. Used to in 1.4, you could wake, or before 1.4, you could wake up mechs doing this, but they changed it. They changed it. Fixed in 1.4 after it working the entirety of the game all the way from alpha. It has now been changed. Do you think vampires should be afraid of torches? Ooh. It would make sense, but that would suck to play around. Yeah, none of the spots work anymore. Yeah. If you want to wake them up, you'd have to hit them with a mortar, shoot them, or build something real down there. Something that takes material. Dark light only for vampires? Yeah, that'd be rough. Dug too deep. Immature Dryad revenge. I'm sorry, Dryad. You were caught in the crossfire. It was my fault. Now you're dead. They fixed a quarter of the cheese. It works if they have an activator, like the red activators, but yeah, just send them down there, won't do it. Do you think they will add more stuff with royalty? I don't know. It's one of the things I was thinking when we were reading it. Like everything was ideology and biotech, which makes a lot of sense. Those are more interconnected. There's not really a whole lot in royalty that I could see needing crossover. And I mean, natural meditation, that's a royalty one though. So I guess that's the biggest one. And they did add that one. So yeah, maybe they could add things to the actual royalty themselves. Like that's kind of what I was thinking. Like it would be nice. Like, let's say they add another precept where people want to live in a monarchy. It's like, oh, we have no royals, so we're upset. But the more royal people in the colony, the happier they get. And that'd be an awesome way to undo some of the negative mood hit from having royals. So things like that, I really wish they would do. Maybe I'll try to think of other things that I would add for it. Not like I have any influence over the developers at all, but I can do that and make a little video and you know, maybe they'll eventually see it and be like, oh, maybe we should do that. There's enough interest in it, we'll do it. But bug worshipping army empire. The blood torches count against darkness meme. Really, I didn't test that. Yeah, it sucks. Royalty was mainly about combat. Well, I mean, they added new melee weapons. They added psi casting, which was combat and not non-combat. And then they added mech clusters, and they also added the actual royalty type stuff, royals. So you could have a precept that was like prefers royal clothing. You know, that would be kind of cool to have that. So prefers royal clothing even when they're not a royal or something. So little things like that, you know, it doesn't seem like it'd be super difficult to do. I'm not a coder or anything though, so I could be completely wrong on the difficulty, but I would love to have that interaction with royalty as well. So now we're already getting interaction with the other two. I'm secretly tied in. No. No. All right, more miniguns on the way. We are almost. We have 13 of the 15. Without royalty, you don't get mech clusters. No, mech clusters, off-map problem causers, and abasia are all 3 events from royalty. So. You're a coder, and it's not that difficult. Nice. So it makes sense that they might someday add that, hopefully. Shelter for an aristocrat for 3 honor. 21 days. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. Imagine if Lumberjack dies. Imagine that. I know they'll put themselves in that bed anyway, but whatever. Schedule. Let's keep you in the walls. This is the same one that visited us already. It's the same one that visited us already. All right, we'll go back to making a few special meals for them. I think it is, right? Yeah. No, this is wait, we did get visited by a yeoman, and then we also got visited by a praetor. The yeoman will be very easy to keep happy, so. Yeah. They're also ascetic, so they don't need this bed. Ah, friggin' great, guys. What are you even doing? Why do you have that? Christ. Anyway, they won't want this room, so. No, not Lumberjack. I was just talking about what if Lumberjack died. I'm gonna strip that guy. All right, strip him. Turn that on. He farted. Ugh. Of course, it should be part of the pain precept. I am paramount. You are. You are. Lumberjack. How it fits into legacy code and decisions that makes things that sound easy end up being difficult. Stupid wasters. Right. Did I gas the prisoners? No, they gassed themselves. All right. Now you're naked. Congratulations. Wait, don't you... Doesn't this guy like being naked? He's the eat king. What do you think of disease spread to nerf barracks? I don't know. I mean, in general, disease doesn't spread, so that'd be kind of a weird change. Obviously, I wouldn't like it, but I think most people don't even use barracks, so even though they're super strong. All right. Come on, Cassandra. Let's see what you got. I know they're putting it in the storage. They'll come back. Someone took it, but they weren't a smithing person, so. Like, they end up coming back with it. Tox pack. Did they bring it back already? I don't see it laying around. Okay. Do that too. Get rid of some of that. We've transitioned to barracks after watching. They're so strong. It's so space efficient, movement efficient, wealth efficient. You have like 70 pawns in a size like this, and they're all just happy all the time. It's really crazy. Barracks combined with dining rec and then biphasic schedule is just, you just basically don't have to worry about mood. The gas masks are expensive. I only set up the tox grenades and tox launchers, I think. Come on, Cassandra. Let's see what's next, lady. Let's see what's next. Yeah, she's definitely like right off cooldown, as you can see. So soon. We're hoping for like a big tribal raid. That's my real wish, is that the next raid is a big tribal raid. Barring that, maybe like a giant manhunter. I don't know if a manhunter can take all this out. Like even like 50 elephants probably couldn't. You guys on your way down there? All right, that should be good. We have a bunch of excess steel now after we've been using them. Yeah, not a ton. We could finally run these through if we want. It's not a big deal though. Not a big deal. What about food? I don't need to set the food up because they're only a yeoman, so they don't need it fancy food yet. So, and they're ascetic. So, I think I saw that they were ascetic anyway. I'll double check. We'll double check. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same guy that visited us before. A long time ago. Yeah, he's an ascetic royal. Very nice. More plasteel. I don't think I missed any gold scans, right? Let's double check. Any gold scans nearby? No. No. Wow, look at all this. Oh, for the raids. No, yeah. We're not cannibal this time, no. You know what? That's actually probably one of the best art pieces on a weapon. Honestly, I think I would want this one. Like, all right, let's weigh this here. This masterwork weapon has an engraving of an oak tree, right? You can think of all the like branches and leaves, maybe even roots and stuff wrapped around the weapon. And then, so you have that on one hand, and then on the other hand, you have like someone having surgery with 44 dentists in the background and 6 triangles, and nearby there's 8 llamas, and it represents sadness. I think I'm gonna go with the oak tree when I'm picking out my masterwork weapon, to be honest. There was a gold spot below where? Below the bug... What? I mean, I know there's some out pretty far. Like this one, for instance, but... I'm wanting them to be, like, reasonably close, so... I don't think there's any close yet. Soul Saber was inspired. Oak tree. Front mountain map had 0 resources natural to the tile. Yeah, I've never had that happen. Yeah, it seems like a mod issue. 1,000 llamas dancing under the light of a full moon represents the one time duck drink chem fuel. He's got a blue moon. Welcome in. So we got all of our miniguns all set up. We got our EMPs. We're ready to try this new thing. So who are we not going to give miniguns to? Let's put these guys on the very end now. Romnom, I'm going to move you to the start. Okay. What's going on with this floor child? This floor baby is not able to move because they're so addicted to alcohol. Sorry, floor baby. I would say well, they'll eventually get over it. A siege. Well, that's not quite what I wanted, but still could be good for us. Still could be good for us. All right. Wait, won't they also siege the mech cluster? But we have some things that aren't roofed now, so I should probably just hit them. Yeah, they will siege the mech cluster, but... it's not necessarily a guarantee. It's a pig siege. We're actually working on allying those pigs also. What if we ally them right now while they're here with a siege? We actually are getting kind of lower on beer. Let's not do it. Unless this is enough. I'm actually really curious what that's going to do. I'm going to take the risk and not even shoot them. Hold fire, we're about to ally you. Let's see what that does. Spoken like a true dwarf, we're getting kind of low with 312. All right, load that up, load that up. Where's the royalty ending? It's going pretty well so far. How many do I need? Are we shipping it off on a quest? No, we're just gonna have some fun with them later. I made 15 of them. That's right, pigs. Take your time. Take your time. $63 pigs. Okay. Minigun fights in the barracks for funsies. We're almost there. No, Neff. Everyone's been telling me that. No. No greedfall. Oh yeah, we've been at raid cap for a long time. This will... Alright. This will definitely do it. Here we go. Alright, you see all these enemies? Alright, we're out. See ya. So that's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. You could use that to your advantage. We could now make an enemy out of them again, and then we could get enough drop pods to re-ally them. And every time they come in to attack us, we just re-ally them. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Let's go to skulls. Tyler Rage, Foreman, welcome in. Rimulus. Raid cap's a funny thing. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier in the stream that you can tell when I get to raid cap, right? So I'm really careful about wealth, and then when we get to the point where I can really defend what I think is close to raid cap, then I just don't care and I just start pushing wealth. So you can see, like, very cautious. Look how low we are in wealth. We're just low on wealth. We're staying in the 20,000 range for like 2 years, and we go up and we go up, and then I hit raid cap. Then I hit raid cap, and it just zooms straight up. Very exponential growth. We're over 400,000 now. Can't get a trader with barrels? Try this nifty trick. Yeah, too bad they're in an area that we're not going to go after, but... So now I can actually call the pig people to come in and fight the mech cluster. They'll die. But I have them come in and fight the mech cluster. And then they'll die, and they'll get unhappy with us, and then we just ally them again. It's drop stuff on... Yeah. Yeah. Can watch the wealth guide? Thank you. It's so ridiculous. Medical emergency. Why? He's naked and cold. But you have a smelter in there. That should be warm. It's not turned on, though. There you go. There you go. We need the Empire to show up. Why is it so cold? There's a weather changer down here. Weather changer plus winter. There's a seat Vat Baby was sitting in and received his 1 million YouTube hate comments. Such art. Such art. Making beer, making beer. Watch the Empire show up while these guys can't walk. What a pain. What a pain that might be. Scan underground steel. Maybe I should have let Cassandra use that raid, you know? I actually just sent all my go juice and my wake up away. I literally just dumped it on the pigs. November, thank you for the Twitch Prime. I don't know why the alert is being slow. It'll eventually come on, and I'll thank you again. There it is.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise
thank you, Honey November. Much appreciated. Mushroom beer? No. Can't make mushroom beer. We're growing hops. Growing hops. It's kind instinct and kill thirst. Shudder think what kind of creature did the merchants get this from? Oh yeah, kind kill thirst. Hey baby dwarf. Okay, you have a gun. Sorry, as you were. Thank you, November. I'm glad you liked the channel. Thank you for letting me know. Cybertronic grow faster than 140 fertility. Oh, are you asking like on rich soil, or are you talking about like modded stuff? Because rich soil is yeah. Rich soil is 140, right? Yeah. Hydroponics are faster. I think hydroponics are what, 220? Double check. Where does it say it? Oh, 280. Even more than I thought. Yeah, so it's twice as fast. 280. I don't know why I thought 220. 280%. Rich soil is 140%. Call it a pig trader that can die there. I could, yeah. That's not a mod, by the way, for anyone wondering about that. That was added in 1.4. So as of 1.4, you can hold down Alt and hover over things for lots of information about the room and the tile that you're hovering over. I really want to see what the next raid is, but... My dude, Dwarf Fortress says no pause the first time I try it. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, they are sleeping there. Aesthetic has impressive bedroom. Here, I can fix that for you. Wait, do we have an unassigned bed out here? These are also impressive, though. Let's throw them... Oh my god, all of our rooms are too impressive. That would be outside, so they get upset by that. Wow, first world dwarf problems. All of our rooms are impressive. Even our kill area. Wait, I found one. Here, I'll even make you a bed. Don't make it too impressive though. The beer cellar. I was looking at that too, yeah. Make him sleep in the mushroom fields. There you go. Stop your griping. Make a crappy sculpture set. Yeah, we could. Yeah, I don't need to though, but he's happy anyway. We wouldn't fine. Hey, that's the first transport pod we've had in a long time. Scipio. Scipio incapable of violence. If you say so. Best way to deal with infestations, a melee block. Either a 3 wide or 5 wide melee block, and you can kill them pretty easily. That's what I've been doing this whole game. So make sure you have space around the doors to set up 3 melee blockers, and then space behind them to shoot at all your doorways, and just use those as a choke point. Set them up pretty often. You see how I have a lot of these set up just randomly, even when they don't have doors? That's to kill bugs. That's to kill bugs. Conversion. Yep, no problem. You can watch those clips too. A little bit more explanation, but Swedish flag floors. Who knew the Swedes were dwarves? Their love for gold veins displaying even on their flags. How close are we to ending? I'm really hoping we get to the royalty rank that we need. We won't end today. I think we'll end on the next RimWorld stream. I mean, it could be longer than that if something bad happens. Like if Lumberjack dies, then if Lumberjack dies, we're just gonna launch a ship. Honestly, like as much as I want to do the themed victory, if our royal dies and before we get to the royalty end event, I'm just gonna build a ship and say screw it. You always thought they were elves. Apparently they're, well, elves like golden inlay as well. Have I come close to being beaten on this one? There was a couple scary moments, yeah. There's a couple scary moments. We had an early breach get through a weird place in here. We had another one here. We had the drop pod in the back, which I wasn't too worried about. We had some wasters get through before we had the toxic, the detoxify our kidneys and get everyone into extreme toxicity and get on top of us. We actually had a grenade get thrown in the middle of the kill box. I didn't kill them in time. So there's been a few moments that I was like a little worried about. We had someone aim at us with a triple rocket from here. We had someone aim at us, at everyone with a doomsday. I think it was a doomsday. Earlier today, either a doomsday or a triple was standing here, and I had everyone grouped. So if that had gotten shot, if we hadn't killed him in time, then the run just ends. So there's been a few scary moments, but it hasn't been too bad. Who else will be sent to the heavens? Everyone, if we do the royalty ending. Yeah, everyone. Everyone, which is what we're trying to do. But I have no idea when the last time the royal trader was here. And now it's... We might have to kill this because of unsafe temperatures. I mean, winter is about to end, though. When's the next time the... it goes down in 1 day. Biphasic sleep schedule work okay with making bedrooms for colonists versus one big barracks? It does. Yeah, it's fine with bedrooms as well. And in fact, you can get bedrooms to a higher mood increase on an individual basis. But the thing you need to think about is if your base is way bigger because you have a lot of bedrooms, then it's going to make biphasic more costly because of the extra movement. So if you have like a huge base and all your bedrooms are like on the left and all your working stuff is way over on the right and they're having to do long trips, basically the longer trips that you are requiring, the more production hit biphasic gives you, but it's still good for mood. Those poor visitors. I think I'm gonna hit that mech cluster. Can't wait for the next run. Sounds impossible. I think it is impossible. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, so I get a lot of crap on the scheduling guide about putting putting recreation before or after sleep. There's pros and cons of both. So that very much depends on your playthrough. And in the guide, I specifically say it might work better for yours after sleep. And I tell the pros and cons of it. And in the comments, we have this huge discussion, multiple paragraphs and clips showing that the problem exists on either side, depending on your play style and how you have things set up. So you can use recreation on either side based on what your quality needs and how big it is and how much travel and, you know, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of factors to it, but you can try either one. I use this in my experience, this is more self-correcting for my play style. So what I mean by self-correcting is I never get into that setup where they're just not quite getting enough recreation, or they're not quite getting enough sleep or whatever, you know. So for me, it works well, but you can try it on the other side if you want. I proved time and time again, nothing is impossible. I think the next challenge run is literally impossible, though. I can't imagine being able to do it, but we're going to try. We're going to try. What's the next one? I haven't announced all the specifics on it yet. Soon, though. You don't Google anymore. You just ask me. How do you deal with night owls? So night owls, the biphasic schedule is so good that you can just put night owls on it. Honestly, it's so much mood increase that it just overcomes night owl. So you can do that, or you can just put them on their own shifted schedule. So in the scheduling guide, it goes over night owls and it talks about the shifted schedule as well. Exclamation SCH if you haven't seen the guide. I need more than 14 instances of it. Depends to inform people that not all things work in all situations. You know what's funny about it too? So I don't know, Smurf, if you're still there. I wonder if they would have not noticed had we not put the counter, the it depends counter in the in this guide. Yeah, so there is something important to know about this too, and it's in my schedule guide, exclamation SCH. So sleep, it will not force them to sleep all this. What will happen is when they get here, if they need any sleep, they will go lay down and they will sleep however much they need. And then after they're done, it turns into a work block basically. So this effectively works the same as if I put 3 sleep, if I put 5, it doesn't really matter too much. So are those ideal bedrooms? So these are good enough to get slightly impressive under the mountain, which is all I care about. Our people are tunnelers, so they don't care about the cramped space anyway. Maybe the counter angered people. Maybe, I don't know. You thought I was going to do like 50, but yeah, it was more like 14 or something. But yeah, this bedroom size is really nice. And so I actually use this when I don't use bedrooms often, but when I'm doing a themed run where I do bedrooms outside of the mountain as well, I will also use this. And one reason why is I tend to use a lot of 13 by 13. So imagine this is not in a mountain though, right? I use a lot of 13 by X rooms, you know, 13 by X. It's nice. It has a center point. You don't have to worry about roof collapses, but it's also easily divisible. So you can divide these up. So this can become 6 bedrooms, you know, and it's very easy to just divide up. It's very modular. So this can become 6 of the like slightly impressive bedrooms very easily. Or if you want to go above that, you can go with what a lot of people do, and they can divide it up into fourths. And you can get these into, you know, the higher tiers of impressiveness if you really want to. And then you can do it even further if you want. You can snap one of those off and make this a royal bedroom. So I really like the 13 by X when I usually play because it's just so modular for almost anything in the game that you need. It's hard for me to get away from the 13 by X squares and almost said triangles, squares and rectangles. 4 rooms out of the 1313 was, yeah, that's what I used to use with small colony counts or colonist counts as well. Yeah, yeah, it's very easy to divide those up. Will they attempt to go back to sleep? It looks like Smurf already answered, but to recap it for anyone like watching this later on or something, again, you can watch the scheduling guide. It will explain. But no, they're not going to go immediately back because, and the reason why this doesn't work the same with recreation. So for sleep, they need to drop below 75% sleep before they're forced back. And this is not enough time for them to be forced back below 75% before they need to sleep again. So they're not going to come back and sleep in the middle of this. Now, why don't you do the same with recreation? The thing with recreation is if they're scheduled for recreation, I believe it's 95%. For whatever reason, the recreation threshold is different. And so if you do put like a big long block of recreation, you will get that problem where they'll keep coming back to recreate. Like every time it drops a little bit. But it doesn't work the same way with sleep. Or I should say the threshold is much lower with sleep. Chromie Games. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you, Chromie. Hopefully I'm getting that pronunciation right. It's minute 9:30 on the schedule guide for that infographic that we were just talking about. Okay. Your initial base planning always pretty much starts with a plan of 13 by 13 structures. Yeah, that's what I usually do. And people get onto my case about it a little bit sometimes because I build pretty similarly almost every run. But like, once I get all my like 13 by 13 buildings, whatever, the next thing is I just make a bigger square that covers the range of whatever weapons I have outside of that. So it's just a bunch of 13 by 13 squares divided up into whatever else I need. And then a big outer wall. Yeah, you can check out the scheduling guide, !SCH to get there, or just search for RimWorld Scheduling on YouTube or on Google. I think it's the first result either way. And if you watch that and have any further questions about it, feel free to ask here or post them in our Discord. Don't have to be a subscriber to join the Discord or anything like that. It's open to everyone. I just use only one specialist for a melee only run. Would it be production specialist? Yes. Melee specialist is not very good. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Shooting specialist is so good, and melee specialist is kind of meh, to be honest. So if I were choosing only one specialist for a new melee run, production specialist would probably be what I would go for, yeah. I guess depending on the type of run. If I'm doing low wealth, I wouldn't go production. But if I'm trying to get like, you know, really good armor, I'm trying bigger raids, bigger base, then yeah, production specialist is what I would get. So what you found cool about the trait guide, chemical interests, perk in depth, where you show the nuance of the scheduling blocks, like how you should prevent recreation. Yeah. Like I said, it was originally supposed to be a tier list, but it turned into much, much more. You'll go out another 13 or 2 on the outers in case you need to expand later. Animal specialist could be good if you do the melee run like I did. So I did a melee run, only melee, no range, no mortars, no turrets, none of that. On 500% no pause, and I used elephants. I used elephants extensively. So if you're going that route, then animal specialist would be good. Why is there a turret here? It's to... So before I had a turret there, sappers were bypassing this area and coming through here. So basically, sappers will try to ignore, or not ignore, excuse me. Sappers will try to avoid the line of sight of a turret. So I have a turret here with that door open to make it so sappers no longer try to get through up here, which is what they were doing before I had that there. Kameho is redeemed Granny. Granny, what do you have to say about the dwarves, Granny?
I guess the tips work either way.
Is that some kind of weird sexual joke, Granny? Does this have something to do with, like, size doesn't matter or something? You know what? It's better not to ask her any questions. I think melee run would be easier now, yeah. With ideology and biotech, I think it would be easier now. With genes, specifically. I think another melee only would be a fun one to do, even though it wouldn't be as challenging as it used to be, just to see how crazy we can make a melee colony. Like, let's go max raid size in a melee colony and see what happens with everything. Stupidest genes we can get. Cataphract armor. You know, like friggin' mono swords on everyone or something. Jump packs on everyone. 50 tough nimble brawler. No, that's going beyond, but you get the idea. Jumping in. No sidecasting, no traps. Yeah, I think we could. Physically beating anyone who disagrees with us. Yeah, I think it might be a fun one to revisit. It would also be a good example of just how stupidly OP we can get genes, you know? So instead of playing defensively, you'd be using... Yeah. So imagine you have a raid that's preparing for a while, and it's 3. So they split into 3, and they're preparing in different edges of the map or whatever, and you're like, all right, it's friggin' go time. And you get your 25 cataphract armor jump pack cavemen, and you just go jump a group of them, beat the crap out of them, and then head to the next one. That would be so much fun. It would be so much fun. A Neanderthal Jedi run. So we might have to do that sometime, just for the lulz. Turns out to do music. I think we already have that gene pack, honestly. I think I got that before. Now with the... So for anyone that didn't see, I'll put it on YouTube. It's actually uploading already. It's already uploaded, but I'll put it at the end of the stream. At the beginning of the stream, we went over the new 1.4 changes that are coming, and they're pretty massive. They are pretty massive. And one of the crazy changes, I don't know if they're going to keep it because it's just absolutely nuts, is you're going to be able to double up on some traits effectively. So right now, how genes work, I'll show you someone. I think we have an example right now. Let's see here. Was that the last playthrough that I had that in? Oh, here we go. All right. So right now, how it works is if you have a trait like Jogger, the gene overwrites it directly. As of the update that's coming, that's no longer the case. Genes do not give traits in that way. They change the character stats. And so what that means is that you could have a Jogger or Fast Walker gene, and you can have the Jogger trait. So you could have double Jogger. You could have double Jogger. You could have double Fast Learner. You could have double Jogger Archotech legs on Go Juice and the blood pump that makes them run faster for vampires. Like, I don't know if they're going to keep that way or not, but it seems absolutely ridiculous. So I wonder how fast you can get a pawn going with all that stuff. It's got to be just crazy to see, like, yeah, Sonic running around or something. You gotta go fast. Double Jogger map-wide hauler pawn. Yeah. Really crazy. Really crazy. All right, Cassandra, are you not coming with another raid? She probably went on cooldown, it looks like. So maybe we just take care of that mech cluster ourselves. Did the thing recharge? Crap, 4 hours. It's not enough time. Everything's always where it belongs, yeah. Real tough. Unstoppable. Oh yeah, the skin glands, yeah. Double jogger, architect legs. Animal specialist. There's so many things. Oh god, I'm Flash. Just knocked you out. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end up needing to grow these mushrooms now. I went through our reserve pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Oh wait, is it? It's because it's also got cold in there yet. We've had probably, I want to say 5 or 6 infestations, and aside from just having to clean it up afterwards, it hasn't been a big deal. Yeah, just kind of annoying to clean up and rebuild the stuff that they break, but actual as like a game ender or like, you know, death or something, no. Yeah. Maybe I haven't done one of these in a while. The last 2 we did turned out boring. Hey, who are you leaving the party early? Tacoma Kin, the Vat Dwarf. Oh my, not Lumberjack. If Lumberjack died in a social fight, I would uninstall RimWorld. No. Sloth made fun of Lumberjack's clothing choice. You're all wearing the same thing. You are wearing identical clothes. Not taco making. What day am I on right now? We are on day 480. 480. What a hypocrite. Nice clothes, idiot. You're wearing the exact same. Where'd you get those? Get them from Goodwill? Get them from your great grandpa? You're wearing the same. I'm just getting a social fight. Maybe made fun of him wearing them better. I know, yeah. The Igor run. Oh, man. That's why I'm always scared of social fights these days, but. Alright. Floor baby. Uh-oh. Floor baby's not gonna turn out well because they've been drunk most of their life. They've been in a drunken. Oh my god! I'm just kidding. Great memory, tough. Don't worry about it. Doesn't get any more passions, but who needs passions when you're tough? Floor baby, can you get over your alcohol addiction, please? $29 out. We're gonna have to deal with that. Man, oh man. I really didn't want to, but we're gonna have to. Alright. Alright. Oh god, those are so far away. I'd rather just build my own. Screw it. Do we have any other space here? Can they even access that? There we go. All right. How the floor baby get an alcohol addiction? Because I didn't realize they weren't a dwarf. And so as soon as they came out of the vat at 3 years old, I was like, here's your daily beer. And apparently a beer a day on a 3-year-old will cause them to get addicted. Yep. Who knew? Tam, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you, Tam. Very much appreciated. I attempted to assimilate. You didn't start drinking when you were 3? Does the dependency cause chemical damage in the long run? Are you talking about the gene? If the gene, then no. It gets rid of all that. Gene actually gets rid of all that. Have a lot of pawns. This isn't too many. 20 of them are children. Or were, I guess. A little bit less now. 29 pawns. So high wealth. We're a little over 400,000 wealth. 411,000. A few close calls so far on your run. Oh, termites? Termites, yeah. Well, yeah, breach raids don't come into... Yeah. You watched the wealth guide and afterwards sent 12,000 human leather off to some pig people. They were watching that. Guest unhappy. But you've been happy this whole time. What happened? Oh, you're a night owl too, huh? Entombed underground, huh? Slept in the cold. Slept in the cold. Do we need to hollow out a little room for you? Where you're less disturbed? You're an ascetic, so I mean we can just kind of throw you somewhere for now. I know they're awfully needy for an ascetic, you know. Had a huge mech raid, several pawns off the map. Used a psychic animal pulsar to help. Oh, I didn't check your doors. Whoops. Oh my God, are these people kin to everyone? What was that? Oh no, they are, because almost all of our doors are related. Thank goodness they spawn on this side. Thank goodness. Colony just about had a meltdown here. The visitors are related to 25 of your colonists. Oh God. Okay, let's get some more shells in. Your 6-year-old just insulted your 5-year-old about their son's broad-mindedness. Maybe they were playing house and it got too real. You know? They're just playing house and it just got too real. Is there a way to clear deep water? Not without a mod. Like if you want to dry up ocean and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, you can use the moisture pump on other water types, but yeah. Aside from that, not without a mod. My father, uncle, grandpa died. Someone gonna move this or what? These guys are gathering around where we built those doors. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. Yeah, the ocean side. Yeah, I really like this. Yeah. I like that little back area. It's kind of cool. Don't forget Lover in that list. All right. Let's see here. We got so much money. So much money. We got so much plasteel too. Soothe pulsar. Robust digestion. We should probably buy some more barrels sometime now too that they don't have any, but now that I'm using so many of those, I don't think I'm going to use the harmonizer. We were going to, I think I'm going to, well, yeah. An Architect arm. An Architect arm. All right, I'll take that. Architect leg, sure. Sure. Use that kidney money. Use some of that kidney money. All right. All right, lady. Come haul that leg. Johnny. Nope.
You will join us
Ash
or
monkey,
die,
get that.
Master.
Never do hauling. Who's that? Nar, thank you for the gift sub to Tired State of Mind. I can relate. Thank you, Nar. Much appreciated. Slot pawns, it's only 29. It's only 29. I usually like to get around 25 to 30 pawns. All right. Let's go ahead and clear this. Okay. Get him out of there. Let's go on, Kel. Welcome in. State of mind. Thank you for being here. For the patch updates, want to give something since I'll be adding to the viewer count. That's very nice of you, Nar. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. We're harvesting the organs, even though you got a debuff. No, it's just replacing with a detoxifier. Just because of that. All right, Goat, one of our main crafters. I'll probably give you the arm. So there we go. Goat. Saw Archotech. Arm, right shoulder. I could put that on our melee as well. No, it's fine. It's going to Goat. What's the flooring? That's just paint from 1.4. That's just paint. No! Oh, man. I literally just built the mortars to take care of it before they got here. Why I was saying no, because I needed those traders to make it to the base. Now they can't. Now they can't. Why are there only 2 mechs coming? I need those traders or else I can't do the ending we're trying to do. Tintoria's dying. It's because of how cold it has been getting. Because of the weather controller. Ugh. On average, they only come once a year also. So the reason I haven't killed them yet, because I was hoping they would take care of some raids for me, but Oh my god. Oh my. I don't think he was that damaged till his friend threw a grenade on him. Don't worry. What's his name? Don't worry, Zach. I'll save you. Rolls a grenade onto his friend. Zach Sexton. That was a weird popping noise. Weird popping noise. Alright. Well, I mean, we know the Royal Tribute Collector is not going to come for basically another year. Oh, that sucks. So we're going to have to get it through quests, I suppose. I just leave him. I'm not going to save him. A foam popper sploosh. Man, that sucks. I just built these to do that, to pull those in. Just built those to pull that in. It's a little too late. Might as well leave them. Yeah, might as well leave them now. Since the Royal Tribute Collectors won't be back for a while. Sucks, though. Been waiting all this stream for them to show up. And I was like, we probably have time. What are the open doors for? So, doors take 4 times longer for breachers to kill, specifically termites, than walls. So they're literally to buy time against breach raids to set up where we want to be. Entombed underground, you're just gonna have to suck it up. 8 fungus. No, you can't request a. You can't request them. Man, that would be great if you could. But you can't. So if you call them, you don't. You just get the same options as anything. So frustrating. I don't know that caravans can randomly meet collectors. I'll let them hang out by the mortars. See if that stops us griping. I mean, he can already go down there. So he should just go down there and shut up. Set on another tile, leave them empty. Will they randomly show up? I don't know. Does each map have its own cooldown on tribute collectors? I don't know. If they did, we could use that. See if we got lucky and then drop pod him over there with the gold and drop pod him back home. So happy prisoners are easier to recruit. Yep. Just draft him and make him stand there. You're on timeout until you're happier. We're gonna start starving to death because of this cold. I think I gotta kill them just because it's making our food not grow. All right, let's do it. Okay, so in this one, we are going to clear all, have EMP shells. These ones, well, yeah. High explosive shell only. Dwarf. You got top tier. Good going, Dwarf. Steadfast it is. Whatever, doesn't matter. All right. We're still waiting for the Empire. They literally just died. Yep. Yeah, we were, and they just showed up and died. Is there any reason to reach high reputation with allies? They can come help on their own. Just you can also call in support. You can call in traders. So you can call them to request a trade or to request instant military aid. And occasionally they will just help you on their own. Yep. Hey, look, floor baby's over there. Crippling alcohol addiction. Do certain pods make mortars more accurate? Yes, mortars now take into consideration shooting. So above 8 skill shooting, they do. Yep. All right, so I need to shoot the EMP first. Okay, then the other ones. Hopefully that order was good. Let me hold fire. EMP hit first. Nice. Okay. Let them reload. Reload, reload. Okay, EMP first. Next set. You still want to get there. Wait. Where's the, okay. Is that worth it to invest the time? It doesn't really take any time at all. You just literally drop goods on them to ally if you want. Yeah, the EMP went kind of crazy there. I'm not sure what was going on there. Luckily, it was still down from the first EMP. All right, we'll do that volley, and then we'll let them eat, and we'll do another one. Oh, actually, it's almost done. Let's just do another one. You think it disabled it entirely? Yeah, I don't see it on it anymore, so might be right. All right, that's the main thing we need to do, so you guys can go eat now. That's what I was thinking too, that it lost targeting. Why is just this Tesseron coming? What? Whatever. The weather device is what we really cared about, so that's gone. So our food supply will start coming in again. So 6.4 is when it drops on its own. Next recharge for 1 day in 6.3 days, but it looks like it's down still. 5 Apocrytons, yep. The new patch is going to make that so it doesn't happen. But for now, as you can see, it can happen. Resurrected mechs seem to be freed from guarding the hive. I don't know that he's resurrected though. He took damage. Maybe. Mushrooms cannot grow in light. If you have light, the mushrooms instantly die. Any amount of light. So yeah, mushrooms have to be dark to grow. Bonk. Five Apocryton left. All right. Well, I guess we'll have time to show off the minigun tunnel sometime while waiting on all this. It's crazy at the beginning of the stream we had 12,000 mushrooms. We're like, do you think you have too many mushrooms? It's a good thing we had those. Very good thing we had those. A youth delinquent arrived on the map. How long until the next Cassandra event? Let's see. Pretty soon. Looks like she's about to go off cooldown. It's not too long, maybe a few days. Oh, there's the Lancer. We'll shred it, yeah. It's already set up. I don't have to do anything special. Lancer just stopped. It's like, wow, that's a nice boulder. Meteor, sorry. Yeah, even a heater, even light from a heater, light from a chem fuel generator, any light at all will cause the mushrooms to die. Episodes just saying he loves them. That's awesome. Thank you for watching. Look, thank you for letting me know. Oh, look, now we get the friendlies. That's so weird. Someone just asked if friendlies can help you on their own. And then here we go. Where were they like 2 days ago? Oh my God, I've got so much going on right now.
Praise the sub.
We got infestation happening. We got those mechs coming. We got friendlies down there attacking the clusters, which is going to pull them.
Welcome back.
Where were you guys yesterday?
Loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Now, are they going to win? That's the question. How many are left? 67 friendlies versus 5 Apocrytons and a giant mech cluster. All right, let's watch some of this box art here. Plenty of time to get a drink now. They brought pop packs, which is very nice. Very nice. Oh, they got some resurrect charges in. Oh, we lost some reputation because this is our fault. This is our fault. Oh, nice low shield. Just get everyone in the low shield now. Or, you know what, Felicity? Just run into all the shooting. That seems like a good plan. Throw down your low shield to absorb all the shots, and then just run out of it. Drinks popcorn. That's right. All right, let's see if that was enough to pull. Yeah, all my pawns just went back to chilling in the base. Yeah, it's all right. The Apocrytons have now used all their charges. 7 blaster centipedes, 4 burners, and how many miniguns? 3. Yeah. If the combat AI was actually intelligent, we'd probably lose every run. Yeah, probably. Hey, look at these guys. They killed a whole lot. These type of raids won't come if you have the base game. Oh, mech clusters are part of royalty. So mech cluster specifically is a royalty DLC event, yeah. A single phage. Lou, safe place to meet.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Huge battlefield. Yeah, we'll win Morbo. Vampiro. They were the 10 months. Vampiro. Finger guns. 7 months already. Holy crap. Thank you, Vampiro. Thank you, Finger Guns. If you turn off royalty, you don't get mech clusters. Nope. I just did a back to vanilla run not long ago. Ah, crap. We don't have a door open. So I have a door open. Yeah, make something that I have to repair down there.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub. Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
What's wrong with you, Lilith? Why is there a blaster or burner centipede on the way too?
Fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Jay, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Orcator. Pell, thank you for the Twitch Primes also. My knock, thank you for the 11 bits. And Vampiro, who I already thanked, but I'm doing it again apparently. Thank you for the 10 months. Thank you guys for using the Twitch Primes here. Wait, did she end up getting a brain scar? Is that what I... Oh my god. She got that at that base, I think. The base attack. Wow. Well, can you replace brain as an organ? No. No. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe we make a biosculptor for her and throw her in there. Guess we can do that. Guess we can do that. I didn't realize that she had that though. She's had that for quite a while now, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna do a regen cycle on her. A vampire? No. We say that we weren't doing any vampires this playthrough because dwarves don't want to be vampires. We're mostly honorable dwarves. That's elf stuff. That's elf stuff. We just had we just did a lot of vampire stuff on our previous playthrough is the real reason why. So I'm not doing this one. Yeah, we'll do a bio-regen cycle on her. It'll be okay. We could let them meet here. Death to the elves. Knife ears. That's the slowest centipede of all time. 39% movement. We've seen slower. Actually.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Long. Thank you for the 16 months. 16 months. That is a long time. Long time with long. Watching the second video of the run. Let's run and go back to the other videos. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you for watching. When does the royal quest? Theirs is kind of long, actually. Let me see. 12 more days. 12 more days. Drink blood? Never. Just beer for us, please. Immortality sounds like knifier stuff. That's my favorite wall. Leave it alone. Oh, it was so weak, he didn't even need the MP. Didn't even need it. What, the blood has high alcohol content? So the bags of hemogen have a proof number on the outside of it. All right, bioregeneration cycle for Lilith. All right, Lilith. Takes glitter worlds. It takes glitter world these days. I haven't done a bioorigin cycle since yeah, I haven't done any of that since we did our transhumanist run. Forgot they changed a bunch of it. It's got never sleep. Is it worth the use? There's some downside to never sleep, but yeah, it seems pretty good overall. I don't have any medicine for you, Lilith. Lilith? I don't think this does anything. So we need to get 2 glitter worlds. All right. All right. Tried using the hemo packs for transfusions. Yeah, they're actually pretty good for that. Yep. Yep, yep. I don't know if it's changed, but they were good to help with blood loss. Yeah. This experiment rips YouTube after this. Oh, experiment was a really crazy story. Zone assignment, drag is okay. Yeah, so what's weird about it is they already have something for 2 zones. Why not for all of them? So all they would need to do, and there's a mod for it, but for anyone that doesn't know, you can go into the work tab, and you can change all this at once. So if you want to change everyone in firefighting, you hold down shift, you left and right click. Right? That's all you gotta do. Easy peasy. But for some reason, they didn't add that to the schedule. Like, you can shift click and they'll all go to home, or you can shift and right click and they'll all go unrestricted, but you can't do it to any of the other ones. If they just made it so you shift click over a column and everyone goes into it, that'd be fantastic. Seems like such an easy change. You've been wondering how I do that? Never sleep prevents loving. Yeah, that's one of the downsides. How'd you not know that? There's there's lots of little things like that, yeah. There's another thing I've noticed, and obviously a lot of people know these tricks, and it doesn't upset me or something. We were talking about it. The other day, I showed a bunch of these little tips, and literally over the next couple of days, one of these channels on YouTube put out a shorts video guide on each of them. And there's things in there that I've never heard of anyone talking about, like the scanning the mountain trick with a melee weapon. And I mean, obviously I don't own the rights to any of it, and it doesn't bother me or anything, but I was like, I bet that person's watching my stream. Otherwise it was very, it was like a crazy coincidence, right? Yeah, I did those 8 rapid fire tips, and like over the next like 3 days, someone posted a shorts video of each of those as a little mini guide on YouTube, and I was like, I'm on to you, sir. But it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It's just funny. Stealing tips. No. Scan the mountain. More tips to spread, the better, yeah. Yeah. I ended up doing like 10 or 11. Yep. Scan the mountain trick. I'll show you really quick. Where am I gonna put this? There might not be any more hollow places in the mountain, honestly, but I'll show you. All right, so if you grab someone with a melee weapon, even a log. So if you grab someone in the early game, you equip a melee log and you draft them and you click to melee. If you hover over the mountain, anywhere that you see the icon of your weapon means it's solid and you can attack it. But if you hover over until you find... Oh, there we go. There's one. Where was it? This. That means that's an opening. There's an opening. That's a very small opening, so it's probably just thin rock roof. But you can scan a mountain to see if there's these big openings in there before you dig into it without using dev mode or, you know, mods or whatever, because you can't attack open space. So that's something that I've used for a really long time. Years and years and years. I've never seen it anywhere else. And then suddenly, after I mentioned it the other day, there was immediately a shorts guide on it on YouTube. You found that one by accident? That's really cool. You had never heard of it either, and you've watched like 500+ hours, and you found it on your own. You're like, I discovered something. Yeah, things get discovered independently by tons of people. I didn't invent it or discover it that way either, but... Yeah, the mountain trick is one of the like earliest little exploits that I learned. You found it here like a year or so ago. You're gonna go make another YouTube video about it. Yeah, it's fun. Man, I can't believe the Empire came when they did. I don't even think as doors we would host these guys. I would like the low shield pack, but I don't even think as doors we would do that because we're against the vampires. Free viral guide. There's only been one thing like that happened that was a little frustrating. Right after we put out the friendly fire guide, like 5 days later, another channel that's way more popular than mine on YouTube put out a friendly fire guide with like the exact content and examples that we used just in their own game, like literally down to the tips, but they did it really fast. It was like really rapid fire, and they put it out and it got like 150,000 more views than the one that I just put out, and nothing like that existed through that. And I was like, it was pretty frustrating, but it's whatever. That's how it goes. I don't remember the name. I don't know if it was them or not, but a new craft of advanced components. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? A new craft of advanced components? It's a Wild West content creation, yeah. Probably an insane pawn to capture. Backstory gives her pretty great traits and skills. Now, we could do that to give them to the Empire. How far am I in the research? I'm done with the research. Been done a long time. Yeah, we're done with research. We got everything that we wanted. This is closed on purpose. So the reason this is closed right now is that when raiders spawn, right now they'll attack the mechs instead of us, no matter where they spawn on the map. The downside is if mechs spawn, they won't. So I guess it's a trade-off. A Warhammer for each dwarf. We have one Warhammer. Didn't research chocolate? No. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll open it. There's no telling if it's going to be mechs or not.
Our modest fellowship
Famous
expands.
Dwarven chocolate.
Praise
Yeah,
the
dwarves are
sun.
known for all their trees underground for sure. 7.3 thousand hours in RimWorld. That's crazy. I have over 4,000. Those, and none of them are like AFK hours. Yeah, that's crazy. Banana Bonanza. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you, Banana. We're using the minigun tunnel yet. It's all set up and ready. The next mech breach that we get, I'll be using the minigun tunnel. Yeah, it's just sitting there waiting. Planting trees. That sounds like night elf stuff to me. Can't get into that nonsense. Oh, that's my Windows. That's my Windows. Virus and threat protection update. Windows Defender requires an update. Don't check your windows. It was me. Did you go into set all the words to only honor? Yeah, I have it set to honor already. Yep. Rage jump. I know that was really loud. I don't know why that one was so loud. Usually it's just like this little bloop. Little bloop. That was a little bit more than a little bloop. Solar flares. The power is out temporarily. I can't believe the... bad luck on this. I have it that sound disabled on my main PC, but apparently not on the stream PC. Add a religious symbol for more spray and pray. We actually need more dye, though. Now we're getting some. We're getting some. Oh, I don't even have all that. Yeah, that's fine. It slows down. Floor Baby's addicted to alcohol again. I didn't change him. It's fine, Floor Baby. Enjoy your life. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. These are speed bumps for breachers. Breachers will stop and try to destroy the open doors. The same thing with the Windows notifications do with the racetrack. Or just have it like a button that I use. No, I wouldn't be that cruel. Visual trolling is fine, but audio trolling... it's too low. It's too low. Can I give Floor Baby a wooden foot? Excuse me. People don't get real body parts. What wooden foot is not a real body? People don't get their body parts replaced until they turn 13. Haven't you met Mortar Baby? You can have your foot privileges back when you're 13. Even Geneva Convention violators have standards. Why are the two turrets at the entrance unpowered? So this one I have a guide on. This is for collision. The guide is at exclamation pathing. So this causes collision. If you want more information, go to exclamation pathing. I have a guide on it. This one is for breacher bait. So basically we have found out that if there is a close by pathable turret and breachers get near it, what they will do is the actual non-breachers will break off to go try to destroy the turret. Works in most cases. But yeah, I have a guide on the collision one. Yeah, in the new update, they'll be able to retaliate. Yeah, you dump waste on them and they'll either come and attack you or they will drop waste back on you. Pretty crazy. Yeah, and this is a path around. Yeah. No, you don't want this connected. The one that causes the collision, you don't want this one connected power. The whole reason I have a dead wire there is because otherwise it would just automatically connect to this, so I just have it unpowered. This one we actually want to activate when there's a breacher. And so why I have this set up is like if we have a breacher attack, then I come here and I hit reconnect. It turns the turret back on. Now it works for breachers. We're Tox Adaptive Colony now. Oh, I can't believe we would be at the end of royalty ranks right now if they just hadn't died down there. Oh, man. I don't think there's any way to get them to come sooner either. They come on average once a year, so probably going to have to wait at least a few seasons. But... I mean, if we finish enough quests to get to that rank in time instead, then awesome, but... Well, now it doesn't matter. Now it doesn't matter. The mech's there helping with the raids now, so now it doesn't matter because the Empire tribute collectors are on cooldown, so it doesn't matter. And I was planning on taking care of the mechs. We had literally just started building mortars to take care of it. I needed more mortars. Obviously, this is a quest cluster, so these aren't going to pull until we destroy the buildings. So it's a quest cluster, so I built more mortars to take care of it. And then literally, like, right as the mortars got done and I was about to do it, Empire showed up and died there. Just bad luck, bad timing. Bad timing. A pawn on insulting spree, get insulted by another pawn on insulting spree. Just face to face yelling at each other. How much waste do you have to send out? What I wonder too is if you do it to a tribal, if the tribals can't send it back to you, if they would just attack. So if that's the case, that would be kind of awesome because you could incite tribal raids whenever you wanted. Sounds like your parents. Sad. Are you a dwarf? Will you die without alcohol? If you'll die without alcohol, then you might be at least in part dwarf. The tribals just carry it back with them. They just all have it on their body. I think they should probably make it so Tinctoria does not die as fast anymore like it used to. That would suck, yeah. They just drop it on the border as they come in. Ugh. Alright, well, we'll be getting a Cassandra thing soon. Tobacco without fires? No. No, their structures aren't flammable aside from the walls. These are not flammable. The walls are, but that's not part of it. They'll drop it from the world map. Those jerks. Child tribalware, yeah. Children getting natural meditation, natural focus is like one of the biggest ones for me. That was one of my wish list items. We're actually drinking more beer than what we're producing for the first time. Sorry, Devil Strand. We're gonna switch you over to beer production for a little bit. Like 9 level 6 psychics. Yeah, I've had a couple runs like that. It's incredibly strong. Multiple berserk pulses, you know, neuroquakes just in case. I had like 4 people with far skip. Yeah, food should be all right. We replanted some. Thank you, Ozzy. Shit. Rock and stone. I mean, I could start growing stuff there again, I guess. Maybe. Maybe. Rich. Yeah, a bunch of mushrooms are coming in, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. So nice Kyle versus the alcoholism, that's right. Guess we'll do this. We're probably fine, but the mushroom reserves are pretty low. Pretty low. To say the least. Down to 80 mushrooms. I mean, there's a lot of harvested mushrooms coming in here very, very shortly, but... Floor, baby. Might work on some shrooms when you're older. It's 80 degrees right now where you are. We got our first snow yesterday here. This morning it was like 28 degrees or something. 26 degrees. Just a very little bit of snow though. A lot earlier than last year's snow. We're only supposed to get a dusting. We got about an inch. Gross snow. Didn't even like accumulate on the concrete and stuff. You're confused in Celsius? It was about -2 here yesterday. Yeah, somewhere around there. How to kill those mechs? I'll eventually pull them to us if raiders don't get them first. You were in Las Vegas in 2000, snowed on the Las Vegas Strip. Yeah, that's crazy. I remember one time when we were living in Tucson where it snowed, and in the valley, in actual Tucson, it was just a dusting. You know, maybe a little bit more accumulated on like some cold tables and stuff. You could see the mountains, especially the mountains to the north, were just covered in snow. Which is very weird in Tucson. Caravans being harassed by 37... Oh, God. That might have been slightly overkill. Let's take some of these guys out of here. All right, that was still way overkill. Let's just have one person. Oh, right. We don't need 3 anymore. All right, is that all the exits? That's all the exits, okay. All right, 37 manhunting rhino. Venometric power cell, look at that. On live stream, let's go and plant, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Guess you must watch on YouTube. Thank you for that.
Fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Thank you for that as well. Since cold staff's not going anymore, I think I'm gonna actually get rid of that door there. And I'm gonna move these finally. Gonna go down there very much, so it should be all right. There we go. Get those out of the way. Okay. Preston Plant, thank you for the subscription. Thank you, Plants. Thank you for coming over. So I go horribly wrong with growing the mushrooms on a Winston run. I don't remember. I don't remember anything like that. No. No legendary instruments for us. Why no barracks? It's just part of the themed run. Oh, it's because I made, I made the entrance accidentally a room in that run at one stage when I didn't mean to. Yep. You are right. That did happen. Yep. Yep. I do have a side barracks, yeah. Rooms and a barracks. 36 mushrooms. Oh, boy. Might have to turn this hallway back. There we go. Rhinos versus mechs. All right, I've got 37 rhinos. They already have collision, unfortunately. There's a lot of fire here. A lot of fire. That's the problem. Rhinos do not, in RimWorld, go and stomp out fire. Instead, they just run around like crazy on fire. So, oh, look at that. The mechs using some of the dropped explosives from the previous raid against the rhinos. These rhinos have some centipedes in a melee lock, though, so these ones might actually get some kills in. An Apocryton died. Oh, that's huge. The mechs are stunned. The rhinos gain ground. I don't think they're going to win still, but that was huge for the rhinos. That one's still stunned. Imagine if I went and used the mortar just to throw EMP down here for them. The rhinos are making ground, though. If it wasn't for that fire, I think they would win. Gene will die without coffee. Gene, oh god. Vanilla extended. Oh. Woo, another Apocryton down. The rhinos have stunned all the mechs again. They're gonna get this other Apocryton. And this one. The rain is coming in to help the rhinos. There's not a lot left. But with the stuns from the Apocryton, they might pull out victory. Not quite. They did excellent, though. They did excellent. There's only about 5 or 6 rhinos left up, unfortunately. Way to go, rhinos. Way to go. They might actually finish this cluster down here, aside from the... Hey, look, there's the nanostructuring chip that we need. We don't really need it anymore, but... Yeah, those rhinos did some serious work. They killed 3 Apocryton. 3 Apocryton, wow. Save the rhinos, yeah, right. Yeah, right. What's the red pulse? So when a Apocryton dies, that extends from them and stuns the mechs. So Sphinx, welcome in. Vel, welcome in. Going Shin. Human Sim, welcome in. I'm guessing you're asking about the health stuff. Yeah, it's never been a sleeping problem, so, but health stuff is still ongoing, unfortunately. Oh, of insects versus mechs versus reinforcements, yeah. Yeah, very similar. All right. Well, not much left of that now. Not much left of that. 32 mushrooms. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. We've dug too deep and too hungrily. Pawn with Sanguine Gene that also has Sanguine trait. Yes. Yeah, that's what we're talking about at the beginning of the stream. It's going to be really insane. Double Jogger, double Sanguine, double Fast Learner. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely nuts. Been here almost the entirety of the stream. Yeah, thank you for that. Oh my god, am I going to have to switch over to hydroponic rice? Our people will absolutely hate it because they hate rice. Mushrooms starting to come in. I can't fix the pawn with the brain damage because I don't have any... I don't have the Glitterworld medicine for the biocycle. So when we get that, I'll do it, but... Yeah, I imagine it will, yeah. If they have the slow learner gene, but they roll fast learner. It should meet somewhere in the middle with the new changes. Would the psychically deaf gene still override traits? Let's see. They specifically mentioned speed and mood. What was the other one? Speed and mood were the main ones, but I think there was a mention of another as well. I don't think they specifically mentioned the psychic sensitivity ones. I don't know. Beauty. Beauty was the other one. Why are pawns refused to make advanced components? Already made a few. They refuse to make any more. You have all the materials and the power. You have all the materials and they can reach them in the zones. They have gold for it as well. A lot of times you'll run out of gold. If they have all the materials and they're zoned to be able to get to the material, and the bench is on and set up to not have a maximum amount, they should make it. Yeah. Not sure why they wouldn't. Not sure what would cause it. So nearby, it was really weird. You didn't have like a do until X and X was fulfilled. Like if you take someone, take your crafter and right click on the fabricator bench, does it give you any notification? Does it say anything? We'll buy that. Another psychic soothe, we'll take that as well. And more gold.
You will join us or die, Master.
Aussie, thank you for the gift subs. Thank you, Aussie. Who'd you get? Brambly, I'm gonna go with. Thank you, Aussie. Much appreciated. First time you sub to someone, you might as well gift a sub too. That's very kind of you. Yeah, if you select the pawn, your pawn that's doing the smithing or crafting or whatever, and you right click on the table, it should say something to you. Thanks, Ozzy. Pods arrived. Venometric power cell. Look at that. Look at that. Where do I want to put this thing? Need to protect it. Need to protect it. You know what? It could go in here, and we can just close it off after we're done with this aesthetic royal guy. Is there a reason for partitioning the mushroom field? There was two reasons. The first one was insects. Not that big of a deal anymore, but basically I needed a place to melee block insects regardless where they spawn. Now I could probably just open the last little parts of that one and this one and still have them, you know, still separated long ways because we have these melee block areas. But in early game, it was mainly for the melee blocking of bugs and also to help with fires because they were getting set on fire a lot in the early game. Neither of those are that big of a deal anymore, so I could just go ahead and get rid of that. Man, Crafty Pawn, who was built to previous 5, didn't show anything. Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, so it's showing like you can't even force them to work. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to see. If you just make a new order, does it work? Do you have one that's partially made that someone else did? So you have like a partial laying around? I don't know. Wow, we had that herbal medicine for so long without using it that it rotted. Crazy. Crazy. Just a little bit more space. I guess we can do that down here now too. Like I said, it's not as big of a deal anymore now that we got all these other melee block areas. Is it something going on with the Fabricore? Do you have a Fabricore doing it? Traction bug. When your drone uses something, you try to force the pawn to do it. So yeah, the Fabricore. Just a little bit more. And a lot more there. It's going to take a little bit for that to grow, obviously, but... Okay, let's get these rocks moved out. These ones don't matter. 5 visitors, thank you for the gold, etc. Love the fact that they're changing the gene extraction. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it'll make it less expensive and less time consuming altogether. So not, you know, you can do it much earlier in your game, man. Yep. No cooldown anymore. Yeah, they're changing a lot of that. It's really nice. Yeah, I would just say try making a new order and cancel the old one entirely and see if that fixes it by some chance. But Cassandra, you coming or what? Oh, right. That was a quest one though, right? Yeah, that was a quest one. Okay. Yeah, it could be just a bug, especially with all these hot fixes and little patches coming out all the friggin' time. I don't care about... I just explained why I went ahead and made them. We still have the melee block for bugs down here, so it should still be fine. And for fires, I'm going to end up putting a popper in there. So overall, we'll still get more space gained. I need those mushrooms. Shrooms. Wonder what you can add to a pawn to make them a monster melee. Tough, robust, blood clotting, super fast healing, cataphract armor, cataphract helmet, mono sword, go juice, nimble, brawler. Tough, nimble brawler with all that other stuff. Yeah, might as well get some. Yeah, might as well give him some luciferium. His armor will probably give him strong melee as well. His armor will probably break before he does. Like, get him all. Yeah, get him all bionic Archotech arms. Give him the invisibility psycast. Cloaks himself and he just appears in the midst of them like a friggin' predator. Any tips for a brand new player? RimWorld is such a vast game that it's hard to answer that unless you give like a specific thing for a tip. But to give you 2 things really quick, I would say don't be afraid to put it down on like the easiest difficulty on builder, on peaceful, because you can change the difficulty while you're playing. Literally on your save file anytime, you can go into options and gameplay, hit modify on storyteller settings. You can change all that anytime, including your storyteller. So put it down to low difficulty, get the hang of like building some stuff, how the menus work, how the UI works, growing food, making sure people don't starve, and then you can add things to it even during that playthrough. So that's the first one. The second one, I would say a lot of people don't realize for a long time that research benches stack. And so they have one research bench and one person researching, and it takes for friggin' ever to get anything done. So I would say set everyone to a 4 on research. And in the early game, every time you see someone idle, throw down another basic research bench, and it will help you get to those researches to build more and play around with things more. Those are the two, like, just general things. Aside from that, yeah, if you have any specific questions you run into, feel free to ask here or in the Discord. You can ask in the Discord 24/7. There's an active RimWorld channel in there. But those are two rather straightforward ones. Giant claws and long arms. Your people are never idle. It's good. It's sometimes a good thing. How do I deal with insects? I just killed them. I melee block and killed them. So I put 3 melee people here. Let's say the insects spawn here. I put 3 melee people here and all my shooters behind them and just kill them. That's it. Exclamation Discord if you want the link, yeah. Hey, we rocketed up in mushrooms really quick again. Nice. Insects are not turned off, no. We literally had 2 max size infestations last stream. Shotguns and melee blockers, yep. Man, I cannot believe the Empire died there. 5 wide if you want grenades, 3 wide if you don't care about grenades, yeah. Why wouldn't they spawn in the base? They do spawn in the base. I just melee block and kill them. No, I didn't miss bad attack. I thought about it, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Maybe later. Just floor, baby. Just shoot that prisoner. Yes, with extreme prejudice. What are the prisoners for? They're to give to the Empire for honor. But unfortunately, the Empire collectors just died. So we're going to have to wait possibly a year for them to come back. Extremely impressive. Good. Excuse me, Megasloth. Are you here to eat our mushrooms? I don't know if I'm gonna paint the walls or not. I think I'm just gonna build up some dye right now because we're not growing a whole lot. Hey, we're starting to get back up in the beer count too now that we're growing some hops in the rich soil over there. Why not put them in cryo sleep caskets? No reason. I was using them to get social experience at first with converting and stuff, but now it's just whatever. Now it's just whatever. Now they're giving shooting experience instead of social experience. Now they're healed up, we'll make it so they don't know that they're in a prison. This run ends today? No, there's no way it's going to end today. Not at all. Hopefully it ends on the next one, but it might not even end then, honestly. Nope. I was pretty confident it would end on the next stream. We do the end event, but the Royal Collectors died, so that really set us back. Anger them, they send a caravan full of prisoner. Gift them with a pawn you want to become royal. Gifting like that does not give you honor. It gives you goodwill unless it's a royal collector. You cannot call a royal collector. Or do you mean like, are you trying to say you think it resets the cooldown? Like if I called in an Empire trader, I slaughtered them, and then I sent like 500 beer back to them to re-ally them, that it would reset the cooldown on the collector? Never tried that. Do you lose efficiency if you drink Hebogen packs instead of people? I haven't tested the difference between Blood Feed and Hebogen packs. I used both of them in the previous playthrough, but I didn't really look at the raw numbers. You reloaded previous save. Text forcing upon to work must have bugged because he was showing again. So he didn't have the components. He made a zone for each component and it worked. Yeah, so maybe just a momentary bug, yeah. Weird. Weird. On default with no enhancement, Himogen is the same as drinking. Okay, so it's plus 20, same as a blood feed. The mechs are still there. Some of them, yep. Some of them. Not very many left. Next raid or whatever will probably take care of it. Okay, we're getting our mushroom stocks back up. Way past time I did this just in case. It's a themed run, yep. Barracks, I think, are still better. Good enough. Fire protection, yeah. Good enough for that side. Then we'll do the other side. What'll be next? No, I'm doing a crazy challenge run next that I think is literally impossible. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done a super crazy challenge since the no kill box, no cover run. And that one was still easier than the all melee run. But the next one I think is harder than both of those combined. What is it? I haven't announced it fully yet. So it isn't a battery. So the vanometric power cell, I should go ahead and close it in, honestly. The vanometric power cell is one of 3 super rare vanilla game structures, architect structures. And this just gives you 1,000 watts of power forever. Just forever. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't take any upkeep. Now, the reason I close it in is because it can be the target of breakdowns. So you can have a breakdown and someone be like, I'm going to go destroy that friggin' power cell. And that would be unfortunate. Only Neolithic weaponry run? No, I think it'll be harder than that overall. I think it'll actually be harder than that overall. Believe it or not. Here we go. More steel. And it's aesthetic base challenge. Oh yeah, right. It's gonna look weird. The base is gonna be weird. Possible for me to complete. So. Such a tease. Blind nudist. I've done blind nudist already. This is harder than that. Blind nudist raider. I think it's harder than that, honestly. It's like a better unstable power cell. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I think I'm going to do a new melee only with the new genes just for fun. I don't think it'll be as hard as the previous one, but only spike traps now. Nope. I still don't know why. So this song has a part of it where they vocalize yeah yo. That's how they yeah yo. Right? So I say that about the song. I still have, like, every other day someone on YouTube correcting me and letting me know, you should watch Scarface. It's pronounced yeah. I've watched Scarface like a dozen times or more in my life. I know that's how yayo is pronounced in movies and in drug culture. I'm pronouncing it like this friggin' song. I got another one of those like yesterday. Did we get the Empire yet? Yeah, they died. So negative genes only. The guy gave me like a paragraph to explain like the origin of yayo and how I'm saying it wrong. And I'm like, That's because I'm not saying yayo on purpose. If I'm talking about the Scarface, I'll pronounce it that way. But it doesn't really bother me, but it's just one of these weird things. Every couple days, I'll get a comment like that. That's not how my drug dealer says it's a... I know, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about the RimWorld. Go listen to alignment. Listen to alignment. What's alignment? It's the song. The Red Hot Chili Peppers say yayo. Listen to what they say, yo. Don't you put that music in my head, Trisha. In a world where we have April, and September, pronunciation might have evolved since Scarface. A little bit. No, I know sometimes those people mean well. Like that one was trying to like point it out like, hey, just so you know, it's not pronounced how you pronounce it. So that's fine, whatever. And I tell them why I pronounce it that way. But sometimes I get people that are like very mean about it. There was one that one time was like, tell me you've never been involved with drug culture without telling me you've never been involved with drug culture. Like, friggin' go back to TikTok. What the crap are you doing? I know how it's pronounced in friggin' Scarface, etc. And they went on to correct me. It's like, all right, weird flex, yeah. As if that's a bad thing, too. You act like you don't even do illegal drugs all the time. It's like, I don't care if people do drugs, whatever you want to do, but it's just silly.
Welcome back.
I know how to pronounce etc. and it's not etc. It's a socio-economic regional thing. Do you think everyone that corrects things like that on the internet, when they hear someone out in real life that grew up and pronounces ask as axe, goes up to them and be like, hey, just so you know, lady in the line at McDonald's, it's not axe, it's ask. No, of course not. There's like entire lectures on why axe and ask are both actually fine and normal to use. I'm broke. You say tomato, I say tomater. Tomato, tomato, tomater. Or just mater. People still try to correct people on the axe thing. I know, it's just so dumb. I don't know why people are like that. Whatever. Whatever. Potatoes. You mean taters? Taters and maters? You want some of them French fried taters? The audacity. Yeah, I don't know why people get so... And it's kind of crazy too, because language is an ever evolving thing, and obviously there's all kinds of different dialects of even English, even American English, and different like regional pronunciations, and again socioeconomic things and whatnot. But it's always evolving, and these people will make all these crazy corrections like that, like they're superior. It's like actually, it's like you need to speak proper English. How far back do we go? Do we need to start speaking a British accent? Do we need to go back to like English? Do we need to speak English? You know? Dun, 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 dun. All right. Got a big raid coming. Latin only? Like, actually. My thing with... So, all right. I used to have to edit books and stuff all the time, right? I used to do it as a living. For a living. Had a company that did it, right? And so I had to deal with like actually being proper and going through and with the audiobook and whatnot and everything as well, and the Chicago manual style and all this kind of stuff. But you know what? Outside of the job, I didn't care, because language is like, for me, it's just for you to put whatever's in your head into my head. As long as I can understand it, I really don't care. You misspell something, whatever. It doesn't bother me at all. You mispronounce something, it's whatever. As long as I know what you're meaning, unless you're in like a formal setting, like you're writing a book or something, but I'm like everyday talk. I don't know why people care. Using any communication other than cave painting is wrong. We got 9 blaster centipedes, 2 centurion, 4 lancers. So how you watch the stream not knowing English very well? Yeah, I really don't mind. Best mech to use for singularity kill box? I don't know. It doesn't feel like any of them are super great for it, honestly, if you're just manning it with just them. I'd have to test it some more. The Militor aren't too bad, but...
Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Oh, there's the other one. Okay. There's an Apocryton in the other one. All right, we're going to shotgun tunnel this one. So we got 16 centipedes, 2 centurions, some lancers, and an Apocryton. Okay. Will boss mech still appear in mech raids other than clusters when the update goes through? They will still appear in normal mech raids, yeah. Oh, there is that one. What is it? Legionary. The Legionary has a shield and has a shot. I haven't tested those in the using them for us in the singularity though. But yeah, those actually do have a gun. Yeah. Militor, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. They got nerfed, unfortunately. Lancers just got nerfed. Well, Lancers are nerfed in the next patch, so your own Lancers, I should say. This could be a little rough. We had the option to do a vampire quest earlier, and I didn't. All right, here we go. Oh my god, I never set up that repair thing. Uh-oh. Pronoms are capable of violence, so. Guess I'm happy. Suck it up. Crap, that broke. That broke. Too many centipedes. Okay, so pretty messy. Have to rebuild that. Something else left? What are you doing? Oh, it destroyed that crap down there that we had claimed a long time ago. It's all right. Answer actually got hit during that. Your plasteel delivery. Yeah, I gotta decide who's gonna be doing those repairs every time. Should have waited until it got a little bit closer. Was it too many centipedes? Yeah. I gotta decide how I'm gonna do this. I don't know. Guest unhappy. I'm stuck underground. You're coming onto the kin. You're unhappy that they're not into it. Slap in the heat. This friggin' guy. This friggin' guy. Okay. Bear run or beer run, where beer is the only allowed food and weapon. No. Bears and beers only. Worst vacation ever. It's annoying too because he's an ascetic, so he should be just loving it. He's not even like a high-ranking royal. He's a yeoman. He's an ascetic yeoman, and he's just always unhappy. When's the next patch coming to life? I don't know. They usually push them out pretty quickly. Beers, bears, and beards. All right, we stopped all the bleeding, right? Okay. That done? And Battlestar Galactica. And a mod for beats. Excellent. You guys have sussed out the next run now. The Drunken Master run. Fists and beer only. So who do I want to do the construction or repair during that stuff? Hamsters, sloth, claw, and lumberjack, I guess. Those four could do it. So lumberjacks move you to the end. The claw, claw though is such a good shot, so I don't really want to kind of waste them on that. Sloth's one of our blockers, so we can't do that. Hamsters we can use. So there's two of the repairs. Would like two more. Torgman. Use Torgman. And oh, Rayman's the one that can like learn anything, so makes sense he got that name. All right, so those four on the end, I suppose. I don't know how I'm gonna do it exactly though. You know, I could put other held open doors there and just forbid the held open door. And that would do it. Like if I had this here, I had it forbidden even though it's open and the person's there, they're not actually gonna be able to leave there. So during the combat, they'll just repair. And I just have to remember to set them to all work during it. So I think that might be better than having to worry about screwing with zones when things are on the way in. There is a downside to that too, though. They're tunnelers. They won't care very much that they're in that tight room, but they will care that it's ugly. Make retreating more difficult, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Just trying to think of which one would be the easiest to do on no pause. Yeah. How do you set your game up so it doesn't add home zone instantly? In the bottom right corner of your screen, there's an icon that looks like a house. Just turn that off. Put Jade. No, Jade Wall wouldn't have enough HP. Of course, we could put them there. I'll test it this way with the door thing. Do we even have Jade really? No. We'll test the door thing and go from there. Reinforced Ultratech diamond walls. Why no Cataphractor marine armor at all? Well, the reason why I'm not doing it in this one is because I desperately need us to get to the max empire levels, and so I need all that gold right now. So that's the only reason. We're also robust, so basically everyone's like they're tough. But the main reason is I'm saving gold. Which dinosaur is best? You know what? I gotta go with the old standard standby. A raptor fan, to be honest. Any ETA on long play episode 2 going up? They're already all up for the Patreon, and so you can access them on YouTube already with a Patreon subscription. I know that's kind of like, I'm not telling you, it's the lowest I can put it. It's a buck, but right now the plan is basically to have the long episodes go up at the same time the edited episode is at the same timeline. So the next edited episode goes up on Monday, and then the plan is to then Tuesday to have the second edited and the second of the long form. I might switch it, but right now I'm like experimenting with that sort of way. So if you want all the long episodes already, like all of them on YouTube, there is the Patreon option. I put it as low as I could for a buck, and I might go back on that and end up. What I'm afraid of kind of is that when the edited run is going up, if the people there that are watching the edited ones know that the long form is already up, it doesn't really feel new, sort of. I had that happen with some other series, and it made some people just not watch one side or the other at all anymore. But anyway, I might change it, but that's how it's working right now. Is basically long form is going to go up when at the same day that the short form is at that point, and then long form will go up early access on Patreon just as it's streamed, pretty much. I think there's 10 episodes already on the $1 a month Patreon thing, and that way it can be watched early without it screwing up algorithm. They can all be on there all at once immediately, like with the long form early access through the Patreon. And again, it's watchable on YouTube, but you just have to have the Patreon to access the links. I don't have to worry about YouTube being like, why'd you dump 10 episodes on us at once, you know? Oh, crap. Stop mining there. I'll wait for the patch before I start the new run. Probably not. I might do the unstable branch for the next run, though. I doubt we're gonna have to wait very long on the patch, though. I doubt it. Shooting frenzy on Baby Dwarf. Yeah, I'm gonna try this this repair setup. Let's see how that goes. Sloth Demon, welcome in. More flat steel. I could set even more scanners up, but I don't think they're all, well, actually they're all getting occupied quite a bit. I could also go ahead and start doing more of the split schedule. It's looking all right, actually. Leaving trader. Drew like 20 cocoons from your waste dump. Whoops. Whoops. 6 mega spiders are eradicating all life. Is it just it's a pretty big update, yeah. It's a patch, but it's a big one. I would consider it much more of an update, yep. It's adding a lot of integration between the DLCs. It's changing some fundamental things that are going to make some really overpowered, crazy combinations of gene and traits, even more so than now. But can I give a quick recap of why Biphases is good? If you don't want to watch the guide on why it's good, I have a short clip at !BI. If you go to !BI, there's a short clip, but if you want the specifics, it's in a guide at !SCH. So if you watch either of those and you still have questions, just let me know. But oh, it's almost 4:30. Yeah, I gotta get off here. Yes, is dinner almost done, or? So TO, if you put a deep drill, it doesn't matter what's on the ground. If you're not mining steel or something, you just have to keep moving it. It'll only be stuff from on your map, but each tile is something. You just have to move it until you hit what you want. The armors take advanced components, and advanced components take gold. Marine armor, advanced component. Cataphract, advanced component. Advanced components take gold, so that's why I was saying I'm not upgrading to marine armor right now because I would have to make the advanced components. The advanced components take gold, and I'm saving gold for the Empire. So that's true. They don't specifically take gold, but the parts of the item take gold, yeah. Yeah. Luckily, they don't take just raw gold. Anyway. I think an advanced component is 3 gold. Is that right? It's been a while since I looked. Yeah, just 3 gold, but, you know. How do you get comfort on with no sleep gene? Give them really good chairs in their workstations. That's pretty much it. Give them really comfortable chairs where they eat and where they work if you're doing no sleep at all. Hey, look. We got a nanostructuring ship. Hey, we found some gold. It's thematic for the dwarves to hoard gold, yeah. Yeah. Does that mean Cassandra's only gonna hit us once? Oh, okay. It's okay. Are you starting now, or do you need me to do it? Man, it really sucks those traders died. That was only 1 season ago. We might have like 3 more seasons to wait. Scan some jade. What if silver and gold were used both as currency in Berserk? Oh my god. The prisoner went berserk and they beat him down with a beer bottle. Brutal. Like if everyone would take it just or had gold as part of their currency, like 100 silver, it means 1 gold or something like that, like some games do. How many drill deposits can be found in a single map? There's no limit. They changed it back in like 1.1, like 3 years ago. They changed it. There's no limit. For all intents and purposes, the ground penetrating scanner just spawns new ore. And it can spawn it in the same place there were previously ore at. So, like, if we mine this plasteel out, we could spawn something else there. Thank you, Bloodhound. Thank you for letting me know. Glad you're enjoying it. It's a learning process, so I know it's not perfect, but... Why don't I remove the legs of the prisoners? Because then I have to reattach legs when the Empire shows up. And if we don't... And then they have to be able to walk when the Empire gets here. Have to be able to walk when the Empire gets here. Yeah, you can use long range if you want to go, and then you can just set it to gold, yep. Yeah. Pretty much everything is renewable in RimWorld. Hobble. Could just give them 1 leg. That's basically how they already are. They can barely move, so... Peg legs can be installed fast, but then they have to get over the anesthetic as well. So it lessens the time frame of when I can give them to the Empire. So it's fine. All right, good luck, pig people. Hayball, Higgins, Pickles, Martin. Martin. Getting such a plain name compared to all of his pig brethren. If only you could choose no anesthesia for prisoners. Ugh. Stone potato. Piggins! All right, let's just pretend that never happened. Let's not look at that. Anyway, I could, yeah. We were talking about putting it in cryo earlier, but no anesthesia, but you need 5 people to hold them down. Ugh. Also, we are mostly honorable dwarves. Mostly honorable dwarves. So why are you selling people into prison, into slave? We're not selling them into slavery. We're sending them back with the Empire for better lives. But it's not better. It is, because it's better than living in here. That's a very impressive sell. Why are they not attacking the base? This is a quest cluster. So for anyone that doesn't know, when you have a mech cluster that is from a quest, the mechs will stay there and guard it until you destroy their structures. That's why. Hey, look. Excuse me. That Apocryton is just kind of chilling down there. I think that's all that's left of that bottom mech cluster. Couple turrets and an Apocryton. Normal mech clusters, you can pull them very easily. But quest ones, you gotta destroy their structures. Which can be kind of annoying sometimes. Kind of annoying sometimes. Much longer on this other quest. Two and a half days, okay. 2.5 days. There we go. So that's only worth like 3 honor. How much of your game time has been spent restarting the game over and over, looking for perfect map generation? Time spent in character editor. Okay, so I have something to say about that a little bit. I thought about adding more scanners, but again, it takes advanced components, so I don't know. So there is my favorite mod. Actually, Zormask was here earlier. Zormask made my favorite mod for finding maps. And he made it towards the end of the last expansion because I was looking for maps manually, because there was no mod that looked for exactly what I did. And people were like, map preview. Map preview does not do the same thing. So he made a mod where it's called Seed Finder. So go check it out if you want. It's called Seed Finder. Thank you again, Zormask. I don't know if you're still here, but Seed Finder lets you put in all the parameters, and it just runs. It just goes and finds it, and it puts all of them into a folder for you. And then you just look through them. But you can even specify things like the animatree location. That's the big one. So you can look for maps that only have a central animatree. Like, there's so much. You can look for maps with a certain number of geothermals, look for maps with a certain amount of rich soil, and you can combine all these things. So it's just called Seed Finder by Zormask, Xormask. And it's really crazy. You can use it to find mountain bases where the animatree is like touching the mountain, like right up against it. And you don't have to do anything. You just set it to what you want. You let it run, go eat something, come back. So it's pretty awesome. Map preview wasn't showing things like rich soil and animatree location and things like that. But yeah, you put in your seed information, what size you want the world, all that stuff, and it just finds them. It gives you the list of them. I've played Prison Architect, not really, just for like a couple hours. Yes, Zormask updated it for 1.4 just a few days ago because I asked if they were going to. I was thinking about not asking them because I didn't want it to seem like, hey, can you update that for me? But I asked, and if he had, and then he did. Two center drops in the same day in your ship launch. Ouch. Map reroll doesn't rebuild the ancient. Oh, the ancient dangers, yeah. Hey, I know, I saw, but it doesn't need it. I was checking the temperature in there. It's fine. Unless there's a heat wave, it'll be fine. Yeah, he was talking about how busy he was, and then he just went and updated it. So I kind of felt bad. I don't know. You're just gonna check your own game for it. Yeah, I don't think so, but I don't know. You're gonna have to check the stats between them. I don't know the stats on every quality of every piece of gear, but yeah, it's a themed run. Yep. Friendly show up right as you finish the second one. That sounds about right. Thanks, Charmer. Oh yeah, Alric. If you want to remind me of that, I was gonna say I have like no time at the moment. If you want to remind me of it, I'll try to find some time on or tomorrow to look at it again. Yeah, I know. I'm about to. Yeah, I'm about to. Oh, you're talking about a modded thing, Akimedia. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, man, I really wanted to get that done today, but well, it just immediately gets back up. Okay, well, I gotta wrap things up. I gotta go get dinner, and then I gotta do a second stream today. Sucks that we'd have that Countess had those visitors not died, so. Well. We will return to this, and we'll do it then. So the next stream of this RimWorld playthrough should see us finishing up, I think. We're gonna get to the Countess rank, and then we're gonna start the end game event. Oh, is something happening? Attack work. Hang on, I'm gonna do this really quick. 7 wasters. She needs 22 soldiers. All right, let's do this, and then I'll head off here and eat some dinner. All right, let's do it. 22 soldiers. Imagine I screw this up. I don't want to take floor, baby. Floor, baby. All right, there we go. Gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. Wait. Enemy raid. That was a quest. Oh god, we could actually get hit by Cassandra while we're gone. Hurry up, get in the shuttle. Last time we took Lilith on this, though, she got brain damage. We're gonna talk about that. Even though it just didn't. Get to the chopper. Come on, show me the clown car. I gotta land so far away. What do we got here? We don't have anything really scary. There's no turrets this time. Okay. Guys, just everyone get out at once. It's fine. All right, get in. Let's go home. Got little bleeds. All right. It's all right. If these have kill boxes, I would just blow open the side. We become breachers. We become breachers. Dwarven army for hire. Get in, get in. Thank goodness they can load faster than they can disembark. Unusually clever Dwarven raiders. Yeah, you can, I didn't want to look through all the stuff, but you can actually like open the buildings and take the loot. I should have probably opened the buildings and seen what they had inside. I could have taken the prisoner. Yeah, you can do all that. I was just rushing. All right. Why is this all weird? Who is it again? Wait, it's Lumberjack. Lumberjack, okay. There we go. All right. What? I wasn't playing RimWorld 20 years ago. I think the micro was pretty good there. I dodged all the grenades. All right. All right. Let me save this for anything else happens. Let me end that recording.